Okay, so we're going to do lesson, I think it's lesson 4. It's the one that starts with this picture that you see on the screen now. So it's I think it's lesson 4 or lesson 5 in your book. Just double check. The name of the story is Setting a Stage.
Oh, see it.
Okay, so let's carry on. So basically, before we start, can you put your camera on again? There we go. Okay, so do you still remember what those 4 reading skills are, yes? Can you remember them from last time?
Yeah.
Okay, can you name them again?
Well, it is the topic and the main idea, the
Yes.
topic synthesis, and the supporting idea.
Yes, well
A
done.
detail.
Yes, supporting details, well done, yes. And the topic, do you find it in the beginning of the story, or in the middle, or in the end?
What?
The topic, do you find it in the middle, and in the beginning of the story, in the middle, or in the end?
The beginning?
Yes, good. And then your thesis statement, what is that, and where do you find that normally?
Well, let me think of it. See, this statement, well, is the main idea and is found in the beginning of the passage.
Yeah. And then
Oh, no.
then it says, your thesis statement is normally it's found in the first paragraph of the story, and it's normally a short sentence in the beginning of the story, in the first paragraph. So, and the thesis statement tells you more about the topic. So, if we read this, let's see if you can figure out what is the thesis statement and what is the topic, if you read this for me.
Yeah.
So you can read that, and then you can tell me if it's what is topic and what is the thesis statement.
Well, your camera is kind of.
And then the
Oh.
way. Okay, wait, I'll move it. There we go.
I read it all?
Aye. You can read softly. You don't have to read aloud, and then you can just tell me what you think is the thesis statement and what is the topic sentence when you finished.
Let me see. Well, the tedious statement is. Let me see.
Remember, or let's first, so what is a thesis statement? It's something in the end of the first paragraph normally, and it tells us more about the topic. So what is the topic of this short paragraph?
Setting something.
Okay, so I can see it says if you're planning a vacation, they're talking about travel, whether it's inconvenient or uncomfortable. First of all, boarding a plane, aeroplane, in fact, an average boarding time. So it looks like it's talking about, holiday or travel. So what is the thesis statement then? So the thesis statement is something that explains the topic better. So if the topic is vacation and travel, what sentence do you think is going to be the thesis statement? And it's normally found in at the last end of the first paragraph. So this is paragraph 1 and that's paragraph 2. So what is the thesis statement then?
It is about the average boarding time.
Yeah, I think it's, in fact, let's see what the answer is. Yeah, air travel has become more inconvenient and more uncomfortable than ever. So they're talking about travel. So that is the thesis statement, and the topic sentence is a small detail about the thesis statement. What do you think is the topic sentence? It's like almost like a supporting detail of the thesis statement. So it's a small information of this. So look for anything that has small information about air travel that has become inconvenient and uncomfortable. I think you read it before. Let's say, first of all, simply boarding an airplane takes longer. So that is just a simple thing. But I think in the story it'll be easier, don't worry. So we're going to start. So first of all, what do you see in the picture? What can you tell me? What can you see? Tell me everything that you can see.
I see a stage.
Okay.
See?
Yeah.
I think this is the opera.
It's an opera theater, yes.
And I don't see anything else.
Well, there's lots to see. I can see a lot of things. So you said seats, yes. So we've got seats, yes. We've got, what is that? That is a? What is that? That is a curtain. And what is that?
Balloon.
It's speakers for the sound. And then there's lots of lights. And let's see, there's also lights there. And what is that? Can you see that?
No, I cannot know what it is.
It looks like an exit sign. So if there's a fire or an emergency, then people must run out there because there's the exit sign. And let's see, that looks like rope. It looks like that this is a piece of rope that they have there. And yeah, that's about it. So basically today's lesson is going to be about a stage performance.
Okay.
So let's go to the next page. So
wait.
yes.
Before we start, can I ask?
Yeah.
Is it only me?
Say again?
Is it only me?
Yes, yeah, Andrew can't make it now. So the CM messaged me on Zolo saying Andrew can't make it. So it's only you. It's okay. So the name of the story today is going to be Setting the Stage. So the first question, have you ever seen a play and what was it like?
I never seen a play.
Okay, cool. And would you like to plan a school play? Yes or no?
No.
Why not?
Why not? Because I think it's waste time.
Okay.
Have too many things to do, and I think it's not important to do.
Okay, cool. So in this picture, so what are these? These are? Costumes, yeah, well done, and also different characters. So there you can see, this looks like a cow, this looks like a chicken, a bunny.
No, that's a dog, a rabbit, a chicken, a tiger, a wolf.
Yes, well done. And this looks like a tiger or a cheetah, yeah. Well done. And then this is Santa Claus. And here we have what do you see in this picture?
told me?
Well, this is a live performance, so they're obviously shooting a TV program here, and these are the people sitting in the audience that's going to listen to the people talking there. And here's the cameraman. He's going to use the camera. There's a cameraman. There's a cameraman. So, who do you think is behind the stage? So here's the stage. Who do you think is
The
behind?
reporter?
Yeah, yes, the reporter or the actors, yes, well done. Or the people that are going to talk on the show. And then, what do you think they are going to talk about?
I don't know, making movie?
A movie, yes, or maybe the news. But it looks like, if I look at the picture, it looks like maybe there's some food or Christmas food on the table. So maybe it's like a show about Christmas. They're going to talk about food. Because I can see glasses and I can see food on the table. So maybe it's a show about food. Yeah, so let's carry on. So here's the story. The story is called Setting the Stage, and I'm gonna switch to the first paragraph. So I'm gonna let you read the first paragraph for me, and then we can I'll ask you some questions about it.
Yeah. Can I hide my face?
Yeah, what?
Can I hide my face?
Not necessarily, no. Otherwise, that's the whole point of Zoom, is for us to see each other.
Well, I don't like people seeing my face through the camera.
Well, it's only another 30 minutes, then it's finished. Okay, so can you read the first paragraph, please?
Yeah.
Thank you.
When you direct a screenplay, there are many things to think about and prepare for. However, the most important thing you need to consider is who does what in the play. There are three main roles for people to do in a play production: the designer, stage crew, and actor. As a director, you need to start by recruiting the right people for the right job and make sure that each role does its role effectively.
Effectively, well, yes, well done, good. So guess what the passage will be about. What do you think the story is going to be about?
Well, I think it's about the thing that you need before doing a movie or a show.
Yes, good, well done. And what do you think the first paragraph, what is the first paragraph about?
Is the preparation.
Play production, yes, to prepare. And then, what are the three main roles that you need to find in a play? The three main roles in a production.
The designer, the stage, the crew, and the actor.
Yes, good. And what does a designer do on a production? Do you know?
Well, I think is they
Do you think they?
create.
Yeah.
They create. I don't know.
They create that, or they built the stage. So they built the place where the show is going to be, or the play. And then the stage crew, they built the stage, so they make it look pretty, and they put the curtains on, they make sure the light is right and everything. And then obviously your actors are the main characters. And what is the main job of a director?
What?
What is the main job of a director?
The main job? Well, you need to recruiting the right people to do the right job in order them to do something right and make sure that they do it effectively.
Yeah. So a director's work is very important because if he picks one actor for a role or for a character and they're not very good for that character, then the whole movie is going to look stupid. So I think the director has a lot of work to do and a lot of responsibility. So in paragraph 1, there's one transition word. Can you identify the transition word for me?
However.
Yes, well done. However, good. And then what is the topic of this first paragraph? The topic. So it's the main idea. What is the main idea of the first paragraph? What is the story about?
That is about things to do and to be prayerful when you plan to direct a school play.
Yes, it's basically a play production. So the story is going to be about the play production. And can you identify the thesis statement for me, please? And remember, that is at the end of the first paragraph. Normally, it's the last sentence.
Oh. Let me see.
And remember, a thesis statement is more information about the topic. So the topic is play production, so we're going to speak about a play. So what is some details that refers to the topic in paragraph 1?
I think it's production. I don't know.
Remember, it's normally the last sentence. So this is the last sentence in the first paragraph. So if we read it, it says, as the director, you need to start by recruiting the right people for the right job and make sure that each group does its role effectively. So this information goes hand in hand with the topic. So this goes with the topic and the topic goes with the title. So this information in purple is about a play, correct? So
I think it's not suitable.
Don't you think so? Why don't you think so?
Because it's different.
Different. Well, a director directs a play. So this relates to a play or a show. Okay. Well, we're going to agree to disagree. So if you can read paragraph 2 for me, and then I'll have some questions for you as well.
Yeah. Can you invite someone? Please.
Just read the second paragraph, please.
Yeah. First, you should find volunteer for the design team. The design team is the creative force behind the set and the costumes. The set is the background scenery for scenes in the play. If a scene takes place in a restaurant, for instance, the designer may build a set with table, chair, and a menu on the wall. The designer also makes costume for the actor. Costumes are the clothes that the actor wears in the play. For example, an actor playing a knight may wear a costume of armor. Making the set and costume can take several weeks. So it is a good idea to start recruiting designer first.
Yes, okay, good, well done. So here you can see people are busy preparing for the play. This is obviously an actor. I think she's going to be an actor, she's going to be an angel. And this is part of the design team, this guy. So he's busy taking measurements to make her dress. And there's also this people from the stage and the designers. They are busy painting the stage and making it look like a fairy tale. So, just some pronunciation corrections. This word is pronounced scenery.
Để lưu ý.
And,
Okay.
and this is scenes.
Scenes.
Scene.
Equal like sinner.
And then also restaurant.
Restaurant.
Good. Okay, cool. So in the second paragraph, who is the creative force behind the set play? Who is the creative force behind the set of a play?
The designer team.
The design team. Well done. Yes, they are behind. So if they are very good, then your movie or your play is going to be very good. Then how long can it take to create a set for a play? How long do you think it can take? It can take
It takes a couple weeks.
several weeks, yes. That can mean 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 weeks, yes. And what are costumes?
The costume are the clothes that the actor wear in the play.
Yes, that are clothes or that the actors wear, yes. So, in this second paragraph, what is the topic sentence? And a topic sentence is normally the first sentence of your second paragraph, and that is information that relates to your topic, your thesis statement.
Let's see.
That's the first sentence. So first you should volunteer for the design team. That is your topic sentence, because this goes hand in hand with your thesis statement. Okay. Then can you find any supporting details in this paragraph about the topic? The topic is about play, so anything in this second paragraph that gives us more information about a play.
Well, I think if the scene takes place, oh no, oh man.
So that's one. The design team is the creative force behind the set of the costumes. So that's one small detail for a play. Then your second one is the set is the background and the scenery of the play. That's another small detail. That's number 2. Then number 3 is the designers also make costumes for the actors. That's small details for a play. And then your last one is making the set and costumes can take several weeks. So it's a good idea for recruiting designers first. So that is your 4 supporting details. And supporting details goes along with your topic. Yes?
Yeah.
Good.
It's too hard to alone.
What? Okay, we're just going to do paragraph 3 and paragraph 3, yes. So, can you do paragraph 3 please, which is this one?
Yeah. Next is to set up the stage crew. The stage crew is in charge of the technical part of the production. This includes operating the light and the sound. Lights are a very important part of the play. They may be used to show the time of day. In a night scene, the stage crew may use a brown, white light to make a moon. Also, spotlights are used to bring attention to certain actors. Sound is equally important. It can be used to explain the scene. A scene. For instance, the sound of waves would suggest that the scene takes place near the sea.
Yes, okay, good. So basically, and there's a picture of the people that are normally part of the sound team. So this guy is the camera, he's taking pictures of the city, and then this guy stands behind him and he takes up all the sound that we hear. So it's not necessarily the camera that picks up the sound, it's actually the sound man that listens. He's got headphones on, and this thing here picks up all the sound around him. Okay, so in paragraph 3, what is the paragraph mainly about?
It is about set up the stage crew.
It's the stage crew, correct. And what do stage crews operate?
And operate the light and the sound.
They do the lights and the sounds, perfect. And what do spotlights do?
Spotlight is used to bring attention to certain actors.
Yes, good. And then why is sound important?
It is used to explain a scene.
Yes, it's used to explain and scene, good. And then what is the topic sentence in this paragraph? Remember, your topic sentence is normally your first sentence in the paragraph.
Yeah, and the stage crew is in charge of technical part of the production. I think so. Oh, I'm wrong.
Remember your first sentence. Here's your first sentence. So next is to set up the stage crew. That is your topic sentence. And then supporting detail. What is your first supporting detail? Remember?
One that you want to point to.
Supporting detail is, your first one is the stage crew is in charge of the technical parts of the production, and then also this includes operating the lights and the sound. And then transition.
I think so.
And then up till, yes, and then lights are very important part of the play. Good, yes. And then transition words. Can you find any transition words in paragraph 3?
Also.
Yep. And
For instance.
yes, perfect. Well done. Okay, let's see. So we've done the picture. So here you can see, we'll do paragraph 4 just now. Yeah, the sound people, they're putting up the speakers, and this guy is like almost like a DJ, but he's going to listen to the sound. And there's the light person putting up the spotlight for the actors, and here are the actors. So now we can do paragraph 4, which is starts. So you can start there, please.
Okay. Third, you should hold an audition to play the actor for your major role. Actor should, of course, be able to memorize all their lines, but aside from this, they must also be able to analyze the script to create the character and character in the play. For example, if your script call for character that is unhappy, your actor should be capable of portraying that emotion.
Okay.
Yes, that's
Okay, so basically, what is the paragraph about? This third paragraph.
about how an audition to select the actor for your major role.
Yeah, perfect. And what should actors be able to do?
They able to memorize all their lines.
Yes, otherwise they won't be able to make a movie. And last question, then we are finished. Why do actors need to analyze the script?
Well, they must do it because if the script call for character that is unhappy, the actor should be capable of portraying that emotion.
Yes, good, well done. Okay, Zedd, well that's today's lesson and all the time I have today, so thanks for joining, even though it was just you. And now you can go have your nap or watch TV or play play computer games or just do nothing?
Well, that's impossible because after this, I will have my another study live on the YouTube or the
Right.
TV.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, you must enjoy that.
Yeah.
So I'll see you next time, and then we'll do lesson, I think 6.
Yeah, I hope there will be
Yeah.
more.
Well, I've got another.
Student.
Yes. Well, I've got another junior master lesson today, so hopefully there's more than one.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Zed. Have a nice day further.
Yeah, bye.
Bye bye.